Good evening. My name is Mariam Khan and I'm your IELTS speaking examiner. Can you please show me your identity?
Good evening. Sure, ma'am.
Can you please introduce yourself?
Sure. Ma'am, my name is Iqra Sarafaraz and you can call me Iqra. Presently, I'm doing a job in Special Education Department, Government of the Punjab.
Alright, Iqra. Can you please tell me about your hometown?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, currently I'm living in Sargodha, but I was born in Kushab, so I consider my hometown Kushab. So it is a district which has some unique features, and I would like to tell you about those features. It is a district which is having a desert, a river, mountains and plain areas at the same time. Secondly, it is famous for its sweets, and thirdly, I would like to tell you about its historical background. There was a person and his name was Sher Shah Suri, and he was emperor in the past, and he visited there and he named that district Kushab.
Has your hometown changed much since you were a child?
Yes, there are very notable changes, and I would like to tell you about some of them. Many new schools with a very good reputation have built there, and a very important thing which is worth mentioning here is that government has approved a university there, which will be started its function in a year or two.
Tell me about your two strengths and two weaknesses.
As far as my strengths are concerned, I think that I have a very calm personality. I don't get angry, and I think that I am a very patient person, because it is also relatable with my profession. I'm a psychologist, so I have to deal with the behaviors of people. So I think that being patient is also a thing which my profession deserves. As far as my weaknesses are concerned, I'm not an emotionally strong person, and I think that I need support of somebody to complete any task or to overcome any trauma.
What are your layer activities?
Ma'am, nowadays my layer activities are regarding social media surfing, but this social media surfing is related to the positivity. I scroll different videos. There are two types of videos. Firstly, I will like to tell you about, I see different videos to enhance my mood. For example, I used to see funny content, because after coming back to home, after spending a very hectic day, I need some funny content. And secondly, I use the social media for knowledge. I watch different videos relating to my profession. I used to see different therapies which a psychologist needs in his or her profession.
Thank you, Iqra. I'm going to ask few questions from IELTS Speaking Part 1. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How often do you make a telephone call?
Ma'am, actually, it is not my cup of tea. I don't prefer to do telephone calls so much. I prefer to text. So, if I have to call someone, it's been so important. Otherwise, I don't prefer to do so much calls.
Who do you spend most time talking to on the telephone?
Actually, I only call my sister, which is living in Canada. Despite being the time differences, the time zone differences, we make calls to each other almost every day, and we do a little chit chat, and that's all.
When do you make a next telephone call?
Ma'am, actually, we got a very severe issue in our internet last day. So I lodged a complaint to the internet office, and I think after going home, I will call to the complaint cell for the inquiry of my complaint.
Okay. Do you sometimes prefer to send a text message instead of telephone?
I always prefer to send text message or a voice note, because I don't like to do long calls, and I think for me it's a little bit hectic activity. So I think that messaging or texting is always preferable for me.
Thank you so much. That was the end of your part 1. Now I am starting part 2. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
I am giving you a cue card. You will have 1 minute to think about a significant topic. You can even make notes, that's up to you. And after that, you will have 2 minutes to talk about that. Okay, take your cue card. This is your cue card. Please take the material.
Okay.
Please start.
My question was regarding a journey which I made through a bus or through a car or a boat. So it was always good to travel to different areas, I guess, and it is a very good way to release one's stress and to change the routine of a person. So I will like to tell you about a very interesting incident along with my cousins. It was the June last year. We were enjoying our vacations and we had a plan to go to some northern areas because in my country northern areas are worth visiting. So firstly we searched for different traveling companies, but we end up deciding that we will go by our own car, which was a white Vitz, a very beautiful car of us. So we started our journey next day. I would like to tell you that Hunza was our final destination, and it was approximately 1900 kilometers away from our hometown. So it took us 19 to 20 hours to reach there, and I wasn't expecting, and none of us was expecting that our car will perform that best. So we reached Hunza after 20 hours, and Eagle Nest was our final destination where we have to stay. But before reaching to the Eagle Nest, we passed by very beautiful and very alluring places. For example, Nairan, Kibai waterfalls, and Lolusar Lake. All of these areas were alluring. So after reaching Eagle Nest, we enjoyed on our own car. We visited the historical places, that was Altit Fort and the Baltit Fort, and secondly we also visited the Attabad Lake there, and there we do a rafting. I would like to tell you about a raft. Raft is not a typical boat which is made up of wood. It is an air-filled or inflatable boat.
Thank you so much, Iqra. That was the end of your part 2. Now I'm asking few questions from part 3. Are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Iqra, why do people need to travel every day?
Ma'am, there are many reasons for traveling. I must say that people commute daily to their workplaces. I myself commute to my workplace. People have to do to their schools, colleges, offices. So I think that it is the need of many people to travel every day.
Okay, what problems can people face while daily travel?
Ma'am, there are many issues. Firstly, the rushy roads, and it may cause different accidents. Secondly, if you are traveling by a local bus, you may face a number of issues. I myself commute to my workplace, which is 40 kilometers away, and I travel on a local bus. And sometimes you don't get a chance to avail a seat, and sometimes you have to travel on a bus which don't have a AC. So there are many issues regarding weather as well. Sometimes the public transport may delay, and you will not be able to reach your office or school on time.
Okay. Some people say that daily journeys like this will not be so common in the future. What do you think?
I don't agree. I think people will have to travel whatever the time it was or it will. For example, offices, schools, people will have to go to their offices, children will keep on going to their schools, and everyone have to go to, for example, markets. So I think this is the, yes, I must say that positive changes may be expected in the mode of traveling and in the mode of the transportation, but we can't say that it will not be like this.
Do you think that international tours can boost the economy of a country?
International tours can surely boost the economy of the country because it generates revenue. For example, if any foreigners come to my country, it is going to give a hike to the economy in terms of the revenue generation. For example, the value, depending upon the value of their currency.
Thank you so much, Iqra. This was the end of your IELTS speaking examination.
Thank you.